السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. الله يحييكم على هامش معرض جدة الدولي للسيارات لسنة 2024 لموديلات 25، ومعايا اليوم شخصية مهمة في معنا شوية زحمة وإزعاج شوية، فخلينا نستنى شوية حنا نقطع عشان الصوت. طيب معنا مستر حسام قباني، وهو المدير على العام اللي بيسوي الشرق الاوسط والجي سي سي مينا ريجن
ميدل ايست.
الشرق الاوسط لعلامتي بيجو سيتروين. طيب الان Sam, it's been pleasure really talking to you and having our Saudi coffee,
yes,
and enjoying the French flavor,
of course,
heritage and industry, and especially the Peugeot, the Lion. Lion have been well known here since a very long time here in the market, and Peugeot came back now with the new technology, EV, hybrid, saving the planet. Time changes, so it's keep changing. So what beside, I'm in love what you were telling me about that you're going into racing at high speeds, durability and hybrid and saving the planet, exactly, and those technology which you hone down here, you start breeding them into road use cars.
Of course.
So what can you tell me, or what would you like us to tell us today about Peugeot, Citroën, now, future, ICE, hybrid? Feel free, my friend.
No, of course. I think, it's an exciting time for both Peugeot and Citroën, and honestly an exciting time for the industry itself. I think we're going through a change now where the Middle East and Saudi Arabia with Saudi Vision 2030 is moving that path towards not just electrification, but sustainability in general. When we look at the highlights of the show that we have today, I think, standing right in front of us is
sorry يا شباب.
Yeah, so, one of the highlights that we have is our Peugeot 9X8. This is our four-wheel drive hybrid hypercar. I think one of the important things about this is not just that it's a very beautiful car and that it's been very successful in endurance racing at the WEC, but also the fact that what we're doing is we're pushing performance and sustainability at the same time. And what we believe in Peugeot is that pleasure drives progress. And when you start to have that progress, that's when you get the innovation and invention. And really this is a testament to that. Then we go back into our mass manufactured vehicles, and a lot of the times the technology reaches out to our mass manufactured vehicles. We're bringing in EVs, we have hybrids around the world. All of that with Peugeot's brand promise to continue to be a vehicle which is for driving, and a vehicle that raises emotion when driving. So it's a very exciting time. I think also for me, the future is great for Citroën. It's a new brand in the market of Saudi Arabia. We only launched in middle of last year. So a lot of work still to do, but it has huge potential. It's a vehicle which is more focused on spaciousness, on comfort as a number one message, on practicality. So both of these cars together end up being very complementary to one another. But there's a lot of exciting things now and in the future.
I've been telling me that you have a lot of things in your pocket.
Yes.
Coming more or less every year. You're gonna have something new.
Not
to
just
the market.
that, you'll see something in the next couple of months as well. So I think we're going to have over the next 12 months a lot of product introductions, and I think this is something that we're very excited about as we continue to evolve. One of the things about us is we're very customer centric. We constantly try to understand what the need of the market is, and I'm very excited to what the future holds as well as what we currently have.
One of the things I loved, he was very open, very receptive to a certain, I don't want to call them criticism, but an open windows or opportunities to grow the market as per the Saudi buyers' habits, buying, whatever they're looking for. And this is what we have. They were very open, literally, to listen to us and what is the Saudi youth looking for. Males, both males and females, Gen Z and all the way up.
Of course.
They were very kind to take all those notes and all those comments into consideration. I love the design and the very slick design, GT hatchback sedan, a bit high, literally, I'm in love with this car. Literally, when I drove this car, I'm in love with it. So it's very lovely. And what can you tell us about the 308?
Yeah, so the 3008 actually takes a lot of the same design language that we've launched with our 408, that aggressive design. Once again, when we talk about allure, part of the concept of allure is that sharp design, those striking shapes. So, you know, when you're approaching the 3008 from the back, you see the true fastback angles of the car. You know, just going here, looking at the roof, having that aggressive spoiler, and then the way that the fastback SUV just drops off. All of this is part of our design language that also is available on the 408 that you were talking about as well. So, what I can
Besides
say,
the high intensity steel, safety, stability,
of course,
braking.
I don't think we have enough time to talk about all the
No, no, no.
safety features that are located on
No,
this
no.
vehicle.
I had
But
an accident once in a Peugeot car, and despite I respect this car, it made me respect it a lot more. A
And
lot more.
honestly speaking, we take, in general, as Stellantis, we take safety very seriously.
Yes.
And I think looking at this car, it's an all new generation of vehicle. It's a completely new platform. And we really have focused on blending technology, emotion, on-road performance as well. So I think for us, we're very excited to debut this vehicle and for the launch as it comes in the future.
I've been told by your guys that there's a lady, she totaled, literally she flipped the car upside down, a Peugeot. So she totaled the car. Next day she came, she opted and she bought a new one because she felt that she was safe and she wants to continue this legacy of safety.
I mean,
with
it's
Peugeot.
always it's an unfortunate situation any time that happens, but I think that her willing to continue to purchase a Peugeot lays a testament to what we have built and kind of what we are trying to do. And really, when we talk about customer centricity, it is all of these different aspects because, you know, in Saudi, you have a large portion of young generation and you have a large portion of family.
Yeah.
Safety is a key requirement.
It is,
And so
it is.
even on the new 3008, we focused on a lot of advanced technology, you know. So I think
I love the steering wheel, the dashboard. Mr. Cameraman can come from here.
yeah,
Just
so
check it out.
honestly,
And beside the fuel is an excellent 15.1 and the dashboard.
so right from the beginning, I think you'll be able to see that identity from the Peugeot steering wheel. It's much more compact. It gives you a much more sense of control on the vehicle itself, and also stronger visibility when you're talking about the panoramic screen as well as on road.
I'm in love with the gearbox, the layout here,
Yeah.
the way it's been laid, and the distance in between the two front passengers. Man, this is a jet fighter cockpit.
Yeah, no, it really is. I think, you know, even when I saw it for the first time, I was impressed. It really does look like we took a concept car and then we made it mainstream. And I think this is the value of Peugeot, and this is what we kind of bring into the market. We're willing to, because of our core belief, because of our values, we're willing to be bold, we're willing to be confident, we're willing to be daring, you know, even in design. So I think for us, it leads to a lot of times a very unique and a great result. And for me, I look at this car and, you know, without trying to be biased, I really do think it's 100% best in class interior.
It is a lovely car. So, Allure and GT.
Yep.
And I'm trying to find the word which is attractive.
Yeah.
Very attractive. Subtle, but yet attractive.
Yeah.
And it's elegant.
But that's the whole thing about allure. That's
Right.
that's what allure is. You know, the concept of allure is really that sense of attraction. It's really that, you know, when you see a car and it has a presence. And there's just something about it that makes you want to understand it more, makes you
Get
want
closer to it.
get closer, maybe open a door and look inside.
Exactly.
That is really the power of allure. That's exactly what Peugeot stands for.
Now we're talking ICE engines.
Yes.
Okay. What can you tell me about EV, hybrid, and diesel?
Yeah.
Any specific plans clear or to be revealed later on, or?
So naturally, we're always looking at our product portfolio. We're always looking at our powertrain configuration, and we're always finding a way to make sure that we're answering the needs of the market. Where we stand today, you know, and I can't give out all of the details, but where we stand today is electrification is a key focus for us in the region specifically. Now, if we look at Peugeot globally, we've already announced that in Europe, by 2025, all of the vehicles will be electric. So for us, we're closely monitoring the infrastructure development and the electrification progress. and we will continue to be a leader in electrification. You know, Peugeot was one of the first brands in the Middle East that offered not only the electrified passenger cars, but we brought in electrified commercial vehicles, fully electric, the e-Partner, e-Expert, when not many people were going that route. It was focused more on the retail customer. But for us, sustainability goes in both channels, and it's about our entire portfolio. Moving forward, you know, we have a lot of great technology that we're planning in terms of EV, but I think I really, it's a point I always want to stress. Electrification falls under the concept of sustainability. So it's not just about EV and going green. That is a huge component of it. But for example, on the 3008, 500 kilograms of eco-friendly material were used in this vehicle.
That's a half a ton, my friend.
Exactly.
That's a half a ton.
So when you talk about the eco-friendly fabric, on the interior, we've used plastic which is renewable and recycled. Mm-hmm. We've removed a lot of the chrome from the exterior of the vehicle for that purpose of sustainability. So I think all of that really focuses on creating a full picture, not only a green engine and a powertrain that's electric, but also that we fall under the sustainability and we continue to move forward.
One last question. During your presentation, you talked about 500 kilometers range per charge, and that will cost them few riyals, below 10 riyals, and maybe around 4 to 6, 8 riyals at the most. And it can drive me up to 500 kilos and 500 Newton meter.
Yes.
That's very powerful statement.
It is, and I think, you know, there are multiple configurations when it comes to the EV on the new E3008. And for us, we looked at what is the needs of the market. One, I think having 320 horsepower and the 509 Newton meters of torque is something that customers look for in terms of the responsiveness when they're purchasing EVs in this region. Second, we have to also understand that the infrastructure is continuing to be developed in the region. So customers, in many cases, they have range anxiety, which is stopping them from going from a traditional ICE engine into electrified. So we wanted to make sure that the range that we had is capable to eliminate or at least subsidize all of the concerns of the customers in terms of range, because that's a key aspect. Also in Saudi Arabia, you know, you have very widespread cities. The city of Jeddah, where we're here today, is very wide. So you need to make sure you have a car that's able to compete with the infrastructure and the geography. And I think that's what we've accomplished with the E3008, which will be introduced mid of next year.
Right. So beside the range anxiety, beside the torque, which is great, I think also the time of required for charging is going to be rapid charge. You're not going to take half an hour, literally. So I can in a few minutes charge it at least decently. Continue my way till I reach home or a charging station, and I can leave it there to charge while I go watch a movie or do something else.
That's exactly it. I think, you know, we're aligning with all of the infrastructure in the market to make sure, you know, when you're on the road, you want to be able to go from 20% to, you know, 50, 60, 70, 80% within a 30-minute time period, because you don't want to be sitting there. And I think part of the concern for customers is being, you know, waiting for a while. So all of that, as we continue to evolve our EVs and our batteries, you know, there's many things in the future that are going to support that solid state. There's a lot of technology that's in the pipeline, but for us, that was the main aspect, and I think we've accomplished it with the new product.
My friend, really, thanks for having me.
I enjoyed the coffee. It was really a pleasure.
Thank you much. It was a Saudi coffee with the French cars.
Exactly.
That's a combination. Nice combination.
Perfect combination, especially for the market. Appreciate your time.
I'm truly thankful, and I'll be watching your coming surprises.
There's going to be plenty. So be ready.
Thank you much.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Pleasure, my dear. Thank you much. شكرا لكم ونراكم على خير ومكملين معكم في طاقة المعرض بإذن الله. شكرا.